Oh no. She had to eat snake skin.
She's gonna eat the snakes.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Anyways, um, so praise Yah for this day, another beautiful day. Hallelujah. Praise the Almighty, my only creator, the only one I worship. Um, and I would like to give the Most High all of the glory and honor and respect before we jump into the topic, which is Passover. Most High, all of the glory and all right, cool. So first, we're going to praise Yah, and we're going to read Exodus chapter 12. Exodus chapter 12. Okay. Exodus chapter 12 starts in verse 1. And Yah spake unto Moses and Aaron in the land of Egypt, saying, This month shall be unto you the beginning of months. It shall be the first month of the year to you, which was this month, what they call April, Abib, the new year, the true new year. And verse 3 says, Speak ye unto all the congregation of Israel, saying, In the 10th day of this month they shall take to them every man a lamb according to the house of their fathers, a lamb for an house. And if the household be too little for the lamb, let him and his neighbor next unto his house take it according to the number of the souls. Every man according to his eating shall make your count for the lamb. Your lamb shall be without blemish, a male of the first year. Ye shall take it out from the sheep or from the goats, and ye shall keep it up until the 14th day of the same month. And the whole assembly of the congregation of Israel shall kill it in the evening, and they shall take of the blood. Listen to this. This is how important blood is. This is how important life is. The blood of the animal that you sacrifice to the Most High, right? The life is in it. The Most High tells us so. And they shall take of the blood and strike it on the two side posts and on the upper door post of the houses wherein they shall eat it, right? And so when you think about it, what shape does that make for the time that we were living in? It makes a triangle, right? You strike the two sides and the top, it makes a triangle, right? That symbolizes the pyramid for Egypt. And they shall eat the flesh in that night, roast with fire, with an unleavened bread, and with bitter herbs they shall eat it. Eat not of it raw, right? We don't eat it raw. We don't eat meat raw because you don't eat blood, right? Nor sodden at all with water. So we're not going to marinate it. We ain't got time to marinate it. We ain't got time to, wait for it to boil or any of that, right? We're in a hurry. So his head, it says, but roast with fire, his head with his legs, and with the pertinence thereof. So we didn't even have time to take the organs out like we usually would, right? We don't have time to take out the organs of the animal because we're in that much of a hurry. We need our energy right now. We need our beef jerky right now for this long journey, right? Our proteins. And this is verse 10, and ye shall let nothing of it remain until the morning. Ye shall burn with fire. Anything that remains till the morning is going to be burned with fire. You don't even have time to eat it after that. And thus shall ye eat it, with your loins girded, your shoes on your feet, and your staff in your hand. And ye shall eat it in haste. It is YAH's Passover. It's YAH's Passover. So this is a night much to be observed. Much to be observed. Verse 12, for I will pass through the land of Egypt this night, and will smite all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, both man and beast. And against all the idols of Egypt I will execute judgment. I am YAH. And the blood shall be to you for a token upon the houses where ye are. And when I see the blood, I will pass over you. See, that's how important that blood was. See, blood is very significant, right? It holds a lot of value. Blood is very valuable, even to this day. And so is our bloodline. This is why it's so important to know who you are. And when I see the blood, I will pass over you, and the plague shall not be upon you to destroy you when I smite the land of Egypt. And this day shall be unto you for a memorial. That means you're going to continue to do it. And ye shall keep it a feast to YAH throughout your generations. Ye shall keep it a feast by ordinance forever. But notice how, even though it says that this is an ordinance forever, and its generation is throughout our generations, it does not say something very, very specific, which is wherever you dwell. Wherever you dwell, in all your dwelling places, which would mean no matter where you are on the earth at any given time. Okay, I don't know if the connection went out or what happened, or if I was heard at all, but wherever you dwell is very significant. And I am going to tell you in just a moment. Trying to find my notes. All right, let me. It is. Deuteronomy 12 or Deuteronomy 14? Deuteronomy 16. Okay. Deuteronomy 16. Deuteronomy 16 and verse 6 says, "But at the place which YAH, your Elohim, shall choose to place his name in, there you shall sacrifice the Passover at even, at the going down of the sun, at the season that you came forth out of Egypt." Right? So let's go all the way. Let's go back a little bit. Let's go back a little bit. Okay. Let's go to verse 15. And it says, 7 days shall you keep a solemn feast unto YAH your Elohim in the place which YAH shall choose. Right? The place which YAH shall choose. So if YAH did not choose it, if YAH did not come to you, the Creator didn't come to you and say, this is where you're going to hold my solemn feast, or this is where we're going to sacrifice the Passover, then it's not of YAH. It's not of the Creator. Because YAH your Elohim shall bless thee in all thine increase and in all the works of your hands. Therefore you shall rejoice, surely rejoice. And then verse 16 says, 3 times in a year shall all your males appear before YAH your Elohim in the place which he shall choose. In the feast of unleavened bread, and in the feast of weeks, and in the feast of tabernacles, and they shall not appear before YAH empty. So we kind of went forward. I thought I was going backwards. But anywho, then we go to verse 6. Go back to verse 5. Let's start at verse 5. And it says, "You may not sacrifice the Passover within any of your gates, which YAH your Elohim gives you." Did you hear what I just said? You may not sacrifice the Passover within any of your gates, which YAH your Elohim gives you. Verse 6 says, "But at the place which YAH your Elohim shall choose to place his name in, there you shall sacrifice the Passover at even, at the going down of the sun, at the season that you came forth out of Egypt." Right? So that is just one example, but I want to show another. Let me go back to, hold on a second, just checking, okay, because we want to keep our page on Exodus 12, Exodus chapter 12. Um, okay, let me go to Exodus 23. Leviticus 23. Okay, perfect. Okay, that's exactly what I was looking for. Okay, Leviticus 23. So if we start at verse 1 in Leviticus 23, it says, And Yah spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them concerning the feasts of Yah, which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocations, even these are my feasts. Hold on a second. Let me finish the thought. 6 days shall work be done, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of rest, an holy convocation. Ye shall do no work therein. It is the Sabbath of Yah in all your dwellings. All your dwellings, right? Okay, 1 second, guys. Oh, that's not what I do. I gotta go back. Hold up, hold up. Let me go back. Is it? Yes, that is definitely it. That is definitely it. Yeah. Okay, praise Yah. All right. So, like I was saying, it is the Sabbath of Yah in all your dwellings, right? That's everywhere that you live. And so we're supposed to keep um, the Sabbath of rest as a holy convocation, and we shall do no work therein. And it is the Sabbath of Yah in all our dwellings. And then we go on with the Passover, and it says, These are the feasts of Yah, even holy convocations, which ye shall proclaim in their seasons. And the 14th day of the first month at even is Yah's Passover. And on the 15th day of the same month is the feast of unleavened bread. Unto Yah 7 days ye must eat unleavened bread. In the first day ye shall have a holy convocation. Ye shall do no servile work therein, but ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto Yah 7 days. In the seventh day is an holy convocation. Ye shall do no servile work therein. And Yah spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, When ye be come into the land which I give unto you, and shall reap the harvest thereof, then ye shall bring a sheaf of the first fruits of your harvest unto the priest. And he shall wave the sheaf before Yah. to be accepted for you. On the morrow after the Sabbath, the priest shall wave it. And ye shall offer that day, when you wave the sheaf, an he lamb without blemish of the first year for a burnt offering unto YAH. And the meat offering thereof shall be 2 deals of fine flour, or fine flour, mingled with oil, an offering made by fire unto YAH for a sweet savor. And the drink offering thereof shall be of wine, the fourth part of an hin. And ye shall eat neither bread nor parched corn, nor green ears, until the selfsame day that ye have brought an offering unto your Elohim. It shall be a statute forever throughout your generations and all your dwellings. So that's the point. That's the point. All your dwellings. All your dwellings. All. Right? And that was only for the Feast of Unleavened Bread. The Passover is a day much to be observed, right? So this is an important time right now, because we're not just talking about when we were released, freed from our first captivity, which was Egypt, right? We're talking about bondage, because we have been in bondage for a very long time as Israel. Egypt means bondage. That's what Egypt means. So we have to consider, and we have to think about these things, because if you don't know where you came from, you don't know where you going, right? And you can get lost and caught up in a lot of things out here because there's a lot of snares and distractions. But that's intentional. The system, it was built that way. We didn't make the system. We were just born into this type of system, right? We were just born into it. So I don't blame anybody. But we do have to start with all the stuff that's happening in our generation and our time right now. It's a whole revolution. And so we have to be mindful. We have to start, you know, figuring things out together. We're going to have to. So let's go back to Exodus 12. So we know that we can't do no sacrifice in the Passover just anywhere we feel like it, according to Deuteronomy 16 and 6, right? We can't just, oh, I'm gonna go out here and sacrifice a goat, and you don't even know, for one, you don't even know if you're doing it right. I'm just saying, like, you don't even know if you're doing it the correct way, like how we used to do it. So without the Most High's guidance, you probably offering the Most High an abomination. As a matter of fact, that's exactly what it's referred to as. But we'll talk about that in a minute. Let's go back to Exodus 12 and 14. So now we could see what this means and how the Most High is meaning this particular verse. It says, "And this day shall be unto you for a memorial." So it's something to be remembered, right? "And you shall keep it a feast to YAH throughout your generations. Ye shall keep it a feast by an ordinance forever." Forever. That's throughout your generations, but not in all your dwelling places, but where the Most High chooses to put the Most High's name. So when we get back to the land, we will be keeping our old traditions. We'll pick right back up in our old traditions when we get back to the land. So let's move on to verse 15. And it says, 7 days shall ye eat unleavened bread. Even the first day ye shall put away leaven out of your houses. For whosoever eats leavened bread from the first day until the 7th day, that soul shall be cut off from Israel. And in the first day there shall be a holy convocation, and in the 7th day there shall be a holy convocation to you. No manner of work shall be done in them, save that which every man must eat, that only may be done of you. Right? And ye shall observe the feast of unleavened bread, for in the selfsame day have I brought your armies out of the land of Egypt. Therefore shall ye observe this day in your generations by an ordinance forever. Right? In the first month, on the 14th day of the month at even, ye shall eat unleavened bread until the 21st day, the 21st day of the month at even. Right? Verse 19 says, 7 days shall there be no leaven found in your houses. For whosoever eats that which is leavened, even that soul shall be cut off from the congregation of Israel, whether he be a stranger or born in the land. So even if it's a stranger, you don't necessarily have to be Israel. You could be a stranger, a foreigner, right? That's joined to Israel, right? Even the stranger will get cut off if they don't follow this. Verse 20 says, ye shall eat nothing leavened in all your habitations. Shall ye eat unleavened bread, right? Because this is to commemorate that wonderful event that took place in our first captivity. It represents our bondage as a people, right? So then we go on, and it says in verse 21, then Moses called for all the elders of Israel and said unto them, draw out and take you a lamb according to your families, and kill the Passover. Right? Because this is what the Most High commanded of Israel. This is what he required of Israel. This is what he commanded Moses and Aaron to go and tell the congregation. Verse 22 says, and ye shall take a bunch of hyssop, and dip it in the blood that is in the basin, and strike the lintel and the 2 side posts with the blood that is in the basin, and none of you shall go out at the door of his house until morning. Until the morning. It was a simple commandment. Keep your butt in the house. If you go outside, you gonna die. It was very simple. It's very simple, very, very easy to understand, self-explanatory commandments, right? Verse 23 says, for YAH will pass through to smite the Egyptians. And when he sees the blood upon the lintel and on the 2 side posts, YAH will pass over the door, and will not suffer the destroyer to come in unto your houses to smite you. Praise YAH, right? The Most High is not going to allow the destroyer to come and destroy you. What a blessing, right? Only if you're obedient. That's all. Just listen, right? We just have to listen to the Creator. It makes sense to me because I didn't create myself. You didn't create yourself. Did anybody create themselves? I didn't think so. So there's a Creator somewhere, right? And so verse 24 says, "And ye shall observe this thing for an ordinance to you and your sons forever." Verse 25, "And it shall come to pass when you be come to the land which YAH will give you, according as he has promised, that ye shall keep this service. And it shall come to pass when your children shall say unto you, What mean ye by this service? That ye shall say, It is the sacrifice of YAH's Passover, who passed over the houses of the children of Israel in Egypt, when he smote the Egyptians and delivered our houses. And the people bowed the head and worshipped. And the children of Israel went away and did as YAH had commanded Moses and so Aaron, so did they." Right? Right? Because that's what you would do. You would listen to the commandments of who created you. I would hope. Any person with some wisdom would, right? Any person with wisdom would. So I just wanted to go over the Passover today because we're coming up on that special time again, and everyone needs to prepare and do the right thing and celebrate this new year, because it wasn't a new year in January, but this is the actual new year. And so let's give the Creator the glory by not listening to the precepts of man for once in our lives and actually do something that's real, right? Can we all learn to be more real? How we were made to be naturally. Praise Yah. So if you are trying to do the right thing, I pray that the Creator blesses you and continues to guide you. If you're not trying to do the right thing, well, I hope that you turn to the Most High soon. Praise the Almighty YAH, and shalom.